Yes, YouTube, welcome back again. You know, at this moment, we are at strong resistance and this needs to become support, right? This is previous daily resistance, so we need to make an SR flip here. But if you followed my entry 1 week ago, it doesn't matter because you're crazy in the gains, your mental capacity is in control, you move your stop loss constantly underneath previous resistance that is support now. So that means that resistance retracings can save your trade now at this moment, right? So actually it's Monday, pumpage during Asia, that means dumping during New York time, possibility, right? That means that they can sweep liquidity before they actually goes up. And in this video, I want to give you guys an opportunity to jump in on a new retracement, a new entry, because the thing is with these trades, if you chase these trades, you see we're heading to major resistance. There's a possibility that this trade will go against you, and you don't want that. The thing is, I want to teach you guys, and I want to remind you guys is that there are possibilities to start in green numbers immediately. Just wait for retracement, buy sell stops, and that's the trick in trading. Try to think the opposite, right? So as that said, guys, let's go to the chart. So as you guys can see now, we're watching at BTC to USDT again, and actually we're heading to this previous resistance level, right, at 87k, 87.4k. That's actually also the 786 bearish on this swing low. So we need to break this one, right? We don't have a divergence on the daily, so we can expect upside. But that doesn't mean that we need to chase these trades now at this moment, right? We just wait. With it is now almost 5 o'clock New York time. New York starts waking up. So what you see during these timings is that they dump the price before they actually go up. What you can see on the 15 is that we become bearish now because we're heading to this major resistance level, right? So what you actually want to do is you want to try to catch the daily bottom before New York. So there's a possibility that they come to sell side liquidity. So if we go to the higher time frames, for example, then we can see that we have this crazy pumpage. So there's a possibility that they come back to the 618 because we're so bullish. But that's also a sort of cup and handle that's forming here, right? So what you actually want to do is you just want to wait. Especially when you trade on 200x leverage, you want to start immediately in the green numbers, right? That's a part of risk management, and also to control your emotions and your mindset and that kind of things. The thing is, just wait, be patient, don't chase these candles. There's always a possibility to enter these trades, especially when we're entering New York session, right? So what you can do is you can just wait, and you can enter on the 618 here, because I'm expecting a liquidity sweep during New York. There's a possibility that they come to the 786 because there's a lot of liquidity here underneath this swing low, because people are going long, put their stop losses here. So usually what you see is that they grab sell side liquidity to eventually fly up and break previous resistance to become support, right? What you want to see actually on the daily before you go crazy into long positions is that we close a daily candle above this 786 and previous daily resistance to become support. So actually you want to see an SR flip here on the daily time frame. So once we did that, you can enter on support, right? You can also choose, so if you miss this entry on the 786 or the 618, you can also choose to enter on the 786 or previous daily resistance at 87.6k, as I showed you guys in my previous videos, to eventually catch the next ride up. So the next ride up after we broke this resistance actually is the 786 bearish on this swing low. So that's 90.4k, 90.5k. So that's a gain of, let's say, 3.0 let's say 3.5%. If you trade this on 200x, that's 700%. So, but the most important thing is that you just wait for retracement. Don't chase these candles, because if this trade goes against you and you're in the red numbers and your risk management and position size is not as it's supposed to be, you will get stressed out and you will make decisions out of emotions, right? So guys, as that said, crazy bullish order flow for BTC again. You know, we're heading to major resistance at the moment. We're forming a divergence, sort of divergence on the 50-minute, so we can expect downside. I'm expecting BTC to come to sell side liquidity underneath this swing low, somewhere around 85.4k, 85.3k. That's also the 786 on this swing high. You know, as that said, guys, crazy potential for BTC. Our model is still playing out at the moment. You can see that we're heading to TP3. We entered here 1 week ago, and you know, I shared this setup with you guys on YouTube, but also in the group. And what I do in the group also is I give daily entries to catch the next ride up on retracement. So if you want to level up your trading, you know, go to the link in the description, join the crypto gainers, and you're very welcome. You know, as that said, guys, crazy bullish order flow for BTC. You know, let's go to other altcoins. For example, Ethereum is pumping crazy. You know, same story for Ethereum. Wait for retracement on the 618 to go long. You know, don't chase these candles. We're heading to major resistance, so there's a possibility that that the price will go against you, and you don't want that, right? Especially when you trade on 200x leverage. If you want to trade on 200x leverage and get crazy bonuses, go to the links in the description, and this is exclusive for the crypto gainers community. So as that said, guys, you know, stay tuned, because maybe I will post a new video during New York time. As that said, guys, I thank you all for watching. Stay safe, make profits, and God bless you all. See you in my next video.